Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my series on the DeathCraft server. My name is Brink. Today we'll be working on the Wither Skeleton farm because we need some of its juices, some juicy loot that it can provide. And so what I'd like to do is set up. I've got some things already set. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with this. I think I thought of a different plan for it. But we do need some building blocks and I forgot to bring that. So let's bring some cobblycoop with us. And what am I doing? I'm not going to another world. I'm going down. Let's go here. Okay, so first thing I want to do, set up where the center is, which looks like it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that looks centered. And then we'll go over here. And so that's where our block will go. Now, what I'll do is set up a tesseract here. Right there should be good. Let's set it up for what we set up the bioenergy for, which is the wither farm. We set it up for this purpose specifically. So we'll set it there, and it's set for sending items, receiving energy. Well, it's receiving energy. It's not sending items, though. Let's see. Yes, it will. No. It's not sending items. So it's just receiving energy. That's what this one is for. We have another tesseract for another purpose, but yeah, this is all set. Good. Now let's get rid of this. Get rid of all this junk. My coin of fortune is complaining and wants me to pick it up. Alright, so now we'll pick up with our spawner. And this goes pretty quick the second time around. I already know what I'm doing here. Hello? Anyone home? Alrighty, so let's what are we doing? Huh? Alright, I got an idea. It's probably hidden somewhere in a transparent realm. Where are you? Oh no, you didn't. You didn't. My auto spawner just vanished. Alright guys. What a start. Thought I could provide a really nice video today. Just drank some coffee, I feel real good. Got the house to myself, everything's quiet. And my auto spawner just decided to take a hike. Alright, so I'm going to build another one. I'll be right back. Aha! How did it... Am I insane? I'm going to look at the video to see if it actually popped up there and I didn't see it. Alright. So that's set, and we'll set the options later. The power is being given to the auto spawner, but we still have to do something else to it. That is to provide juices. That is mob fluid. In fact, we have to set this for fluid. Fluid send. No, it's fluid receive and energy receive. It's receiving both fluid and energy. Because instead of feeding a pipe to it, I'm just going to have the tesseract on top of the auto spawner. And that's it. No piping or anything. That's why I decided, you know, originally in the chest, I had these fluid pipes because I was going to run the pipes under and over to the biofuel over there. But how much easier is it just to put a tesseract over here, maybe this tesseract right here that's providing the energy, and send the fluid and the energy over there. So what I'll do is I'll use that fluid pipe from under the valve here and just wire it right here. A very quick run. Alright, so what's next? Let's see. Yes, we need the grinder. So let's get that going. Here's the grinder and the tesseract to power it. Now we want it centered, just like the other guys. As you'll notice, these guys are centered there. And they're the ones providing the mob juice over there, in case you're wondering. So this guy would go right here. Tesseract to power it would go right above it. And let's set this guy to our normal lava power array that are fed by magmatics up on the first floor. We'll turn this off. That's correct. This is secured as it can be on an SMP server. And we're receiving energy. And that's about it. Now for this particular farm, what I'd like to do is have everything go into our ME system. So let's see, can we do it here? We can send items. So let's see. Yeah, we can send items. It would be just like a quarry, wouldn't it? Send whatever items it gets from this particular quarry, so to speak, or so to speak, whichever is correct. And that should work, but we do need a pipe to connect the two. So let me just close this guy up. That's the way it should go. Oh, I left that open over there. Let's see, do I have enough glass though? See, I built this lava tank off camera, and it filled up within an hour. We got so much lava in that lava lake. I was worried, because that's why I built that tank. I was worried that I was going to run out of lava, so I just wanted a notifier to let me know when the lava was running low. Like if it's halfway there, then I know to go ahead and start moving the endothermic tank and make plans for that. But let's head upstairs, and what we're getting, first of all, we need some more glass to cover what we didn't get. So let's just get a few. Borderless glass. I don't remember making that, but I guess I did. It's probably when I was making these glasses. So what were we getting? Oh yeah, pipes. We're getting pipes to send into the tesseract from the items that we're collecting. And that we can do. Now, in a quarry, we don't use pipes. We only use leadstone for the power. So, will it feed the grinder directly up into the tesseract? I'm not sure. I don't know. But I think I don't want to take a chance, and I'll just connect the cobblestone and then do some future testing at some other point. Now, what this wither skeleton farm will provide for us as far as loot is wither skeleton skulls, necrotic bones, and coal. Now, I think it also gives swords, and if it does, that's going to be a problem. I don't want to get overloaded with swords, so I may have to connect a diamond transport pipe, filter it into the void, and the rest go up to the tesseract, because I do want those three items: the necrotic bones, the skulls, and the coal. I don't mind having more coal. So let's close this up. Let's put our cobblestone pipe for now. We'll go here and here. And we did set this, right? Yeah, I remember setting this to sending. And it is receiving energy. So, now the hard part. Oh, you know what? I forgot the conveyor belts. Yeah, they have to be within 5 blocks of the grinder. I like to move them up to as small as 4 blocks away. It doesn't really matter, but I prefer to do it that way. So what I'll do is let's start over here, I guess, and go across. This is a fast way to do it. We just go left and right and do that one, and then we go across. Now the tricky part is just doing the sideways going ones that are up front there. But these are pretty easy. Just try to do your best there and go across there. Yep. And over here. Ran out. Alright, so I probably moved too close. Yeah, I did. this is way too close. And it's fine. I only need 2 more. So I'm just gonna go get 2 more. Now, I'm gonna bring you back when I am at the Nether so we can get a little adventure. Maybe we'll meet up with some of the guys there. And yeah, so I'll bring you back. Aha, there's one. Been searching around here for such a long time. And I see there's a blaze over here. So let's see if we... Oh no, I guess I was mistaken. Let's see if we can capture this guy. He's stuck there. Oh. Okay, we got gas blowing up around us, so our health may go low. Let's just see if we can do this real quick. Got him. Alright. So, yeah, I had a battle with a ghast. And a couple of fire bats. But now we got what we came for. Let's head back. I'll meet you back there. Alright, I'm back and I got the conveyor belt. Let's see, where is it? And we can finish this guy off. Let's see, go forward. Please go forward. Ah, no wonder why. I set my jetpack to recharge in my ender pouch, which is connected directly to a power source. So it just it recharges whenever I need to recharge it. Here we are, that's better. And here. Very good. Take the hover mode on. Alright, so let's get this guy to connect. Now, when we do it, I want to try it as normal without setting this guy. I want to see what spawns. Let's see. So yeah, we do have to set it. We have to do set exact copy. Even though it's going to chew up a lot more power as far as biofuel. But yeah, it's going to be worth it if we can get wither skulls out of it and necrotic bones. So let's see what we get. It looks like it's powering up. It's taking a little bit of time to work. Where's my sword? Wow, it's taking a little bit longer than I expected. Let's check what's going on here. Spawn exact copy. Ah, the power, the energy. Well then, let's look into that. Let me just close this up so they don't escape. Now, the power source for it is here. And oh, you know what? I do have to connect some of the fuel here. That's what I forgot. So let's get our fluid ducts, and the reason why I had it was from a preliminary test that I did off site to make sure that this would work. And I think the cleanest way to do it wouldn't be to go underground, but would be to go into this wall and then around. But first I'd like to see where the valve is, and I think it's back there. So yeah, let's go through here, and I'm going to connect it directly into there. But let's go around here, around this stuff, and I can probably clear this out. Yeah, I can, because the tank is blocking it from being seen. And now we can go down. I think one more. Let's go down and see. No, it was back here. Alright, so we can go down just for a moment. I mean, we're going to cover that up again, so it doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? We're using it for the power source. So actually, we can split off of that. It's going in under here. We can split from here into there. So let's do it right here. And we'll go under it. Let's see, we'll go here. We can go under there, and it should be connected. Let's see how that looks. It looks like it's connected. Alright, so where do we wrench? We're going to wrench. Actually, it's wrenched already from the other side. This is the input side, so it doesn't have to be wrenched here. It should be receiving the fluid already, but we have to tell it that this is going to be a fluid provider also. So we're going to send... not items. Let's turn this off. We're sending fluid. Fluid and energy. And that should do it. Now, if we look over there, it should have been powered, and it is. Excellent, excellent. I'm learning this game. Alright, so we got coal and bones. Now, here's the deal. With eluding one sword, every, I think it's 80 wither skeletons, you have a chance of getting a wither skull. With eluding two, I think it's 50 or 40 wither skeletons, you'll get a skull. And so it goes on like that up to looting 3. Now that's vanilla coding. I guess it's the same for FTB. I'm sure it is. But with a grinder, it's as if it's not looting at all. So it's 0 looting. So I'm guessing maybe every 100th or 200th wither skeleton will get a skull. So I'm just going to leave this running. I'm not worried about losing the biofuel. That's what this was made for. These guys are providing the fuel to feed that machine to give me the wither skulls. That's what was the plan from the very beginning. So after a little while, I'll bring it back and we'll see how far we've gotten with it. But there is one thing that I want to run meanwhile. And let me set up for that and then I'll bring you back. Alright, so this is what's been of concern to me. I'm going to do it on camera. I haven't tested it yet. What I'd like to see is which one produces more out of the Pulverizer, the Sag Mill, or the Macerator. I know they do the work. They change bones into bone meal. But does one yield a higher output than the other? I know one is faster than the other. Now I have overclockers on the Sag Mill and on the Macerator, so they can go faster than the Pulverizer. There's no way to set an overclocker on a Pulverizer that I know of. So speed is not of concern to me. What I really care about is the output. So what I have here is 3 stacks of bones. And I want to see, now the outputs are not turned on. I want to see which one produces the most output. Now again, this one has 6 octadic capacitors. Say that 10 times fast. Macerator. Yeah, this one should go the fastest. I got 20 overclockers. It's only 16, I think, is the max that it's needed. So let's make 3 piles. The Macerator will be the last pile, and it'll go here. And so we're filling up stacks. Let's see where this goes. So we got 4 stacks. We have 5 stacks. And the Sag Mill will be our middle column. Alright, with regard to bones, this is what we have. We have 6 stacks and 22. 5 stacks for Macerator, 6 stacks for Sag Mill. So far, so good. Now, for the Pulverizer. Alright, there we have our test. Our response is 6 stacks for the Pulverizer, 6 1/3 stacks for the Sag Mill, and 5 stacks for the Macerator. There is no doubt that the Sag Mill produces more. Now there's 2 things that you should keep in mind with this test. The first is that we used bones, and the result for other items like Nether quartz, Certus quartz, or some other pulverizable item may yield different results. And secondly, that these results were based on one test. Running multiple tests will give a more accurate result, but I think the Sag Mill will definitely win because the results are so, by far different. This is 22 bone meal. If it were just a couple more, that would be a consideration. But yeah, the Sag Mill is definitely a little bit better, at least for bones. And the third consideration that I want to mention is the power that each of these provides. You'd need a windmill, a water mill, or a solar panel, or some other EU device feeding into the machine. And since I'm underground, none of those really work. I mean, I can make it work, but it's just more trouble than it's worth for the Macerator. So as far as leadstone or RF, MJ, the Pulverizer or the Sag Mill, it would be best. Now, here's a fourth consideration: how much power it uses in order to start. This one, the maximum power is 40 RF per tick, which is 4 MJ. The Sag Mill uses 20. Let's see. Yep, 20 MJ per tick. So, you know, you have to consider that in where you're going to be using it. Now, for what I'm using it, the amount of power that I'm losing in order to produce my results doesn't matter to me. I don't mind paying the extra energy loss for the Sag Mill if I'm going to be producing more. The reason is, I'm in a place where the skeletons are below the floor where I'll be doing some work, and sometimes I'm on a second floor. So the distance has got to be within 16 blocks in order for those skeletons to be actively spawning. I need every bone. I can't afford to, you know, lose the efficiency. So definitely for me, the Sag Mill is what's needed. Now, I think our job is complete. All the fluid ducts are wired. I've tested it and the wither skeletons do spawn fine. We just need to let it run for a couple of days and start collecting some of the loot. I checked the ME and I see that we already have a necrotic bone, which is great. Well, checking the time on our episode, I think we have time for one more little project, I guess. Let's put these guys away. Let me shift click them all in. That's faster. And alright, so solar panel. Let's go with the medium and run that. And while that's cooking, let's just check the monitor real quick. You know what, that might take a little while. But meanwhile, I'll show you what I've done. If we look at my armor, I've spent some time collecting enchantments to make this helmet. Aqua Affinity 1 and Respiration 3, which is great for going underwater. Now, since I've done a quarry at the deep dark, and we'll take a look at it real quick. There have been some pools of water there, and I've had to clear them up, but there's still more. And I've run my third quarry, I believe. Yeah, we are on the third one now, and it's about it's not even started yet. Still got a long way to go. Let's see if we can get a torch down on here. Well, actually we don't need it, but we have night vision, so we have to keep in mind that this isn't bright. This is actually we are in the dark here. Alright guys, I was looking at the footage of the video that we just shot, and I noticed a big error. I wonder if you saw it also. I've been connecting the fluid of the biofuel into the Tesseract in order to feed the auto farm. That is totally wrong. So, let's see. I think I've disconnected everything already. Yeah, so it looks all right. I do want to just make sure. Let's go under here. Nothing is connected. Alright, so we're good to go. Alright, let's go get a Tesseract. I know I have a few available. And let's fix that problem. Tesseract, we'll get one of these. Okay, we got one already. I've been back and forth trying to figure out why it wasn't producing as much as I thought, but the auto farm was being used for another mob, and that's why I had some residue mob essence in it. Not biofuel, but mob essence. And so we have to go back and now make sure that it's the mob essence tank that we're pulling from. Now we're going to need some fluid duct, some pneumatic, a wrench, and an empty hand. I think that'll do. I got some cobblestone if I need to build up. But our jetpack is pretty good, so I think we'll be okay. So, oh, very convenient. We have it opened already. Why don't we make a little stand here? Just to make things simpler, I can stand on here. And we can put that, then let's get around here. Yep, that one's set. Good, that's mob essence. Boy, I feel real bad about having spent all that time wondering why it didn't work. Such a simple mistake like that. You guys ever do that? The simplest mistake, right under your nose. Well, here we go. This should work now. We'll put it right here and set it for... this is going to be secured bioenergy, sending only fluid. Let's turn this infinitely on. Turn this off. The fluid is sending, yes. Okay, so that's active. Now we need to go back up there. Get rid of this, just to make sure everything is neat. Sag Mill is working, but it's overloaded right now, and I don't mind that because when I go away from the base at any time, it'll slow down and the pipes won't be stuffed anymore. But let's check this, and it is receiving great. And the power's perfect. Alright, finally. This is probably going to work now. Alright, so let's get our reusable safari net. I guess I left it upstairs. And skeleton, yes. And we're going to set it to spawn identical. Now I have enough glass, good. Hopefully they won't start spawning right away. Give me some time to run out. Very good. Alright, so that should work. And then, after I get a skeleton head, I'll be able to put it as a diamond pipe filter. But at the moment I don't have any skulls, so I won't be able to tell the diamond pipe, you know, to filter the stone swords into the void. Now that should have produced already from the energy level that we saw there. Ugh. Let's get a head. Did we get one? No head. We got a necrotic bone at least. But why is it taking so long? I guess it's because this is slow. Alright, so the mob essence is... Ah, the energy also. Yeah, the energy is working fine. I guess it's because it's set to spawn exact copy that it's taking so long. But the work is increasing, is going up, and then this will idle. Well, we can get the diamond pipes now at least. And for the next episode, I'll show this working and show what I did to fix it. But right now, we have a project. Let's see. Yes, it's done. We did the solar helmet. It's a medium voltage. And what I'd like to do is attach it to my... I don't think you can do it with a diamond helmet, but I want to try. I guess not. Alright. So I'll have to do a nice enchant for an iron helmet. Because this one's worn out. I don't want to put it on that. Let's see if it'll work. Let's cross this out. And put this on top. Yes, we have it. Okay, so now we can hang around and collect energy for our jetpack. Now it's nighttime, so it's not going to work now. But I still have to think of a way to get a door going. The idea that I had didn't work. It was a cloaking door, and there's none available as far as I could find for Monster Modpack, so I won't be able to do the kind of door that I wanted to do. We have to figure out another way to make easy access outside and in from inside. So, well, a lot of things to think about. And for the next episode, we'll have resolved the mob farm for the Wither Skeleton. And then we'll go on from there to a bigger project. And it has to do with something we're going to build on top of that little mountain there. So, until next time, I want to thank you for watching and for joining. And I'll catch you all later.